Welcome back everyone, my name is 2.0 and if you guys missed yesterday's video, feel free to check it out because it is relevant as we went super in depth on this team. So anyways, if you didn't see that, we kind of play tested a little bit and I figured today I could fine tune it a little bit. However, I don't actually remember the enable setups that I gave them or that they had, but again, I figure it is what it is. I double checked that and I was like, some of these don't look right. Why is Carrie built attack if she has HP on? But again, here's just a showcase of all the heroes. And before we do anything, I want you to pause the video and tell me what 6 would you pick? Or I guess you don't have to pause it, but you know, between these, what 6 would you be using right now? Honestly, it was very, very tough to place the last 1 and 2 for me personally. But again, I always love hearing what you guys have to hear. One last thing though, is no one is using the Demon Bell. And honestly, she doesn't need skill damage. She doesn't really need anything. But giving her extra HP will help quite a bit. Again, outside of that, Carrie could be using it, but I just like the way that she's set up. This Ada right here, very, very interesting. And I kind of want to just do full mage gear, but it is HP build, so I'm kind of iffy on that. You know, if it was a little bit different, this is the more offensive kind of PvE skin. So I really don't know exactly what I want on that. But again, I'm kind of feeling just go full mage gear. He has the gear for it. So again, it's one of those things. But anyways, we faced a lot of guildmates yesterday. Oh, ow. That's probably one of his strongest. But we are just going to face people roughly in our ballpark. Ooh, that one probably isn't even too bad. Let me just check. I want to make sure, just in case, if I want to mess around with anyone else. Because again, that's the whole point of playtesting. So he's set up super offensively. I like it. And again, look at all that gear. That's kind of crazy. But he's set up good. Sherlock is set up as always. And Inosuke is set up... again, the Kiss a Ghost, it's not bad, but it's the best that we could have done. So, you know, one of those things. But either way, now let's jump in. Now that you've seen a majority of the team, let's jump in and do some fights. Sure, we'll fight Hellboy right here if it loads, because this is always a problem on my computer, and I don't know why. Okay, there we go. So, honestly, that Russell's very, very strong. The question is though, there isn't a Inosuke on the other team, so obviously he'll be showcased either way. This is the 6-man squad that I was using. And again, I think it's funny, and I kind of want to test out this Inosuke. He's not, you know, full out offensive, but I do think that it might be beneficial to just see what he can do. There is an Inosuke on the other team, if I recall correctly. And these two teams are kind of similar in some aspects. I guess, not really, kind of, but not fully. This is actually going pretty smooth, if I had to say so. Sherlock hasn't really disrupted us too much. And just like that, that is a pretty easy win. Very, very quick as well. So, quick damage report. Inosuke didn't do crazy numbers, but obviously we swapped him out for Rogan. And Rogan would have boosted the other people. So I just kind of want to make a quick comparison. Same team, obviously. We're not going to change anything around outside of Rogan. And I just kind of want to see if this is any smoother. Because Rogan can add a little bit of offensive, you know, assurance to the team. When Inosuke doesn't really do that. Like, he's kind of like a tank in a way. He does decent damage for sure. But his job is not, you know, as aggressive as Rogan. Rogan just wants to stay alive to make everyone else like more offensive, more intimidating for sure. This is, I would say this is going really about the same, but kind of a little bit better. The damage RNG, the damage is a little bit better. The RNG is kind of about the same. And honestly, I would say it for this fight, it didn't really make too much of a difference. Although, yeah, Rogan still did about what Inosuke did, but everyone else did a little bit better. Really, really interesting. But that's kind of how it goes. So that's why I'm liking Rogan for sure. Let's see. Let's see. That will work. Again, our power, it's not even 5 million. And we can throw Tix in. He is built up. But Tix is one of those that most of the time, he's just super, super offensive. And if he doesn't get his active off, then it's not crazy, crazy worth it. You know, so again, it's like, I would love to showcase him, but it is really, really hard to showcase him properly. So, it's one of those things, for sure. But again, either way, I'm pleased with the team that I have. It is just, you know, there's always like, wow, I wish that I could use this. Wow, I wish I could throw this in here. You know, but sadly, 6 on 6, you only get 6 people. And, again, Sherlock doing his thing. Sherlock is kind of just, if he could stun the other Sherlock, that would be ideal. Ada is one of our heavy hitters. Ooh, that, again, Russell is always scary going against him. If you don't have a Russell or like a Void Shia, oh my gosh, are we going to lose this one? This is actually coming down pretty close. Yep, Tix can be a pretty brutal. Oh my goodness, it was so close there for a second, but yeah, we definitely lost this one. Still, okay, I was like, we're kind of coming back from that. That was not horrible. Again, you can't win every fight, and that team was just built a little bit different. I'm assuming if that Russell went off though, it wouldn't have been good at all. Like we would. What is going on with this? If that Russell went off, we would have died a lot sooner. It's funny because again, I don't know like any of these teams, so I want to try just swapping one thing up because again, I don't have the Fox Pet on any of my accounts, and honestly, if you know, it's something as little as that, because again, that was a pretty close fight. I just want to see, maybe we'll still lose. Maybe it's RNG, who knows. But, you know, again, that's the importance of playtesting. Because the reason why I like the Sphinx so much is he's so aggressive. The Fox kind of is aggressive as well, just in a different manner. The whole giving energy makes 4Cs better. It can make Ada better. Even Amon-Ra, you know, keeping those shields up is really, really good. Obviously, most people want their actives, but some heroes like 4Cs don't do a whole lot if they don't have their active. Ooh, okay. That, again, even, I mean, the Phoenix didn't, or the Fox, oh my, are we going to lose this? That was so close, and then now it's like, we might not even, because again, Ra's not doing anything. Oh my goodness. That was so close. Yeah, I think we lost this just because they're carry. Wow. Again, I mean, that was a lot closer, but still, it wasn't bad at all. Jeez, that was a decent fight. Again, even if you lose, sometimes you got to take it with stride, you know? No worries on my end. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got time for a few more fights. Maybe, if this will go. Watch this guy not even be worth it. Or he'll be way too overpowered. Okay, I'm not gonna waste a fight on that. That was not horrible. let's see what this guy's got. That, again, not too bad. It's in the ballpark for the power range. Let's run it. Let's see what happens. And again, basically, if you ever want to test something specific, I always say test against the same guy. If you ever want to test something generally, randomly go through your friends list. And obviously skip the ones where you're like, I could beat that relatively easy anyways. You know, but a new team, there's no better way to say, hey, this counters it, or maybe we're weak against this, until you go out there and find out. And again, it's like 4Cs and Ada are kind of the big damage dealers on this. So it's like, how can we protect them? How can we make them go off even more? How can we ensure that they won't die? Again, this is pretty close still. I'm not going to say that it is for sure one-sided just yet. Okay, Ada got her active off. Pretty good, pretty good. And yeah, we should have this. Oh, again, it's like so close. And again, we should be good. Even though we don't have a heal, that's fine. Sherlock can do his thing, and Carrie will just keep. There we go. Okay, so again, that was super close. But 4Cs and Ada still went off, even though they died a little bit early. And that's kind of the goal, is that right there. Rogan keeps boosting him. Ada protects him for a little bit. Sherlock is the disruption. And again, Carrie's also disruption, but she's built so offensively that she can come in, if she gets a strong active, take a lot of damage out. And again, her resurrection is just, you know, kind of busted. So there's always going to be that. Now that's a fun team. I like that. Supreme Jin. We'll fight this dude just because I like his name. And that might be it, honestly. That might be all we have time for today. So let's hope that this guy gives us a good fight. I'm pretty sure he still had more power than us. But again, if you start getting Stellar Shards, I would say, again, just throw them all into 4Cs. 4Cs is kind of a monster when it comes down to it. So let's see. Okay, so again, Tick's really strong. Aspen's not, though. And Garuda's kind of falling off. But again, I've seen Garuda still nuke teams down. V2, V3, Garuda is a monster. It's kind of, again, our 4C's almost died, which was huge. I'm glad that he did not. Again, they're just breaking him down ever so slowly, but this active should be really good from him. Boom. Okay, alright. We got their ticks away, and again, that's all that I was really worried about. Sherlock can be annoying, but really, you know, Sherlock against multiples doesn't do too much. And just like that. Boom. Easy. Okay, not easy, but relatively easy, and we did it pretty good. So anyways, man, I do appreciate you letting me jump on here and build you a random team. It was honestly super fun, you know, and I'm glad that I could do this over a 2-day period. Some people just way too overpowered. Some people are not. In your guild, though, I would say your win rate's not too bad. But again, it depends on who you're facing. Still, if anyone has anything like this was super fun, and I'd love to do it again. Let me know. If you're just like, hey, I really don't know what I want, but I want this hero in there, because I had a blast doing so. So anyways, guys, thank you all for watching day 2. And as always, have a successful day, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Peace.